Hey guys, it's Torqen here, back with another matchup guide. In this game, I'm against the Singed, and I find this matchup to be fairly simple for the most part, with the only real threat being his gank setup. So for the Singed matchup, I like to go Grasp into this matchup, and the main reason is because there are two very important things you're going to be taking into Singed, and that is D-Shield with Second Wind. His poison damages you over time, and so having D-Shield along with Second Wind allows you to restore a lot of the damage that you take from his poison when you're fighting, when you're just in lane, and it's the most important thing in this entire laning phase. I think with D-Shield and Second Wind, you should almost never lose health for the most part, as long as you're playing the lane out right. So guys, into this matchup, I would say patience is the main thing, is the main key into this matchup. The truth is that you outscale Singed pretty hard, so you don't actually have to win the lane super hard, like going 5 kills up. You just have to get maybe 1 or 2 kills, or even just deny him a bunch of CS, and you'll be ahead of him coming the end of the game. So starting here, you're going to see that I'm going to be trying to walk around his poison a lot, and your main job in the early game is just to look for autos when your grasp is up, right? Don't walk into his poison for the autos. Like, look, you have to wait for when he exposes himself to your auto timings. You noticed back there that I waited until there was a point where his poison wasn't anywhere near me and he turned his back to me so I could auto. I want you to also note what I took first. I took W first, but it was only because his poison had already damaged me. So it allowed me to get double utility from my W, doing damage to him and also getting the heal for me. If he doesn't damage you with your poison early, you can feel free to maybe take Q so that when he walks up closer to you, you can very quickly get a Q off, get your shield off, and also do some damage to him with Grasp. So you see guys, it's just patience, that's all it takes. I'm only looking for trades when he walks up unnecessarily. This is currently slow pushing to him, and so truthfully he should be all the way back. But either because he's bad or he just doesn't understand the matchup, he's walking up further than he needs to, right? And it's causing him to lose these trades. And I'm not forcing anything onto him. I'm not playing super aggressive or anything like that. I'm just waiting for him to walk up a bit too far, and I'm taking just short trades that are long enough for my shield to be up, maybe his poison to only affect my shield and not my actual health. You see that even here I had a chance to maybe E in, but I'm choosing to not do that just in case I mess it up and I take a bit extra damage by being flung into his tower. There's no need to force it. I'm already winning the lane by having a health advantage over him, and if I keep this up, he will eventually be forced out of lane even without me killing him. I want you guys to notice the constant back and forth I'm having with Singed, where I walk up a bit and then I walk back immediately afterwards. This is mainly to avoid being flung exactly as I was just now, but unfortunately I messed it up there and got flung into his tower, took 2 tower shots, and now I'm finding it much harder to punish him under tower. Now the truth is here, I am thinking about, hey, can I dive this guy? And I probably can, seeing as he has no flash. However, there's also a good chance that I die because instead. And due to the tower plating I just received, I am now at 900 gold. So I feel like it's much better to just get my Sheen, come back to lane, and terrorize him even more. There's no need for me to try and go for the dive when I know I can get an item and have a substantial advantage over him coming back to the lane. Okay guys, so I'm back in lane now after buying my item, and he also backed and bought his item. And you can see that nothing has changed. I'm still playing the exact same way. Even though I have Sheen and I'm stronger than him now because he only got a Dark Seal and boots, I'm still playing the same way. I'm still looking for grasp autos where I can get them. I'm not forcing into him, I'm not Eing into him. I think in this matchup it's very important to hold your E's a lot. And don't be too scared of like his flings or his roots. You know, the thing is that you can very easily E after he flings you or roots you. The only thing is you can't E while grounded, but you can E while rooted, which is something a lot of people don't actually realize. And so being scared of him isn't really an option. There's no need to be scared of him. Just look for short trades, be patient, and your time to kill him will most definitely come. This gameplay of me keeping him pushed close to his tower and just taking short trades into him is going to drag on for a bit. So I'm going to skip forward to where I get my first kill into him. Another thing I would like you guys to note is just that even without kills, I'm still clearly ahead of him just because my auto range allows me to proc the build up on the turrets very easily, and it's something you guys should be looking to do as well when they can't stop you. So with the pressure I'm putting in top lane, I come down here to help my jungler do grubs, and I think Singed thinks that it's going to take me longer time than that, right? And this is pretty much his first major mistake. I use that to just immediately pop on him and kill him. And I want you guys to note like how long I'm waiting to E here. I don't immediately E into him, and the reason is because I can always E after he's flung me or grounded me. There's no need for me to rush, you know, because I know that I beat him in a fight. So I don't have any reason to rush. I can just hold my E, wait for him to fling me or ground me, walk out of it, or you know, just walk into him and then E into him to finish up the kill. And you can see it was a very, very easy kill because I'm still ahead of him, even though I'm already ahead of him, even though I didn't have a kill yet because of how I've been playing the game out. Just pushing him in and taking short trades whenever I have the chance to. Alright guys, so now I'm back in lane and Singed is TPing back in, and you're gonna see here through this sequence how I managed to get a kill on him even when he doesn't make a major mistake like he did last time of trying to push when he no longer had prio in the lane. And it's going to be through the same thing I've been doing the entire lane, which is just looking for very short trades, looking for a quick grasp auto onto him, and not looking to extend the trades any longer than they need to go. The truth is Singed has Conqueror, right? And so I have no reason to go for a long fight into him. It doesn't mean that I'm playing passive. I'm still pushing him into the lane. I'm just choosing what types of fights I take into him. And you're going to see that these short trades are going to add up over time and eventually give me the chance to kill him. And that there is one of Camille's best trading tactics, is to prepare her Q2 and then under tower immediately Q2 and E out at the same time, right? You can see that even though he threw down his ground, because my E was already in the air, I was grounded when my E started going, but because it touched the wall, because it left my body before his ground touched me, I was able to still come out. And you're going to see now that I'm just going to use this short trading pattern again to finally get a kill. You see how easy that was? There was nothing too complex about it. I didn't do anything crazy. I just knew that, okay, I'm taking all these short trades into him. He's not respecting it. He keeps walking up unnecessarily or walking up a bit too far, not minding his movement very well. And eventually allows me to dive him under tower and get a very easy and free kill. No need for any flashy plays, no need for anything extravagant. Just a very simple kill that came through managing my trading patterns. And I think into Singed, that's probably the most important and easiest thing you can do. Since you outscale him anyway, there's no need for you to do anything extravagant or crazy. Just play the lane out by looking to deny him CS a bit, push into him, and take short trades whenever you can. And you'll definitely be able to come out ahead. So with that kill, the lane is pretty much over, and I just used my prio in top lane to see if I can roam around the map and get some kills. On coming back to lane, I see Singed close to my tower, and I think this is the right time to talk about something that Singed might do probably a lot earlier in the lane, which is proxying. You see the Singed here is behind my tower, is in between my towers, trying to get CS, and I'm not really bothered, right? The reason, I mean, for one, I'm already ahead of him, so I don't need to excessively try to kill him, but even if he did it earlier in the game, which is what some Singes might do, they may choose not to play the lane at all. right? Which you see many of them do when they're trying to be quirky, or I don't know what they're trying to do. But you don't have to be worried about them at all. Just let the minions come into your tower, make sure you CS properly, right? Don't miss any CS. I don't expect anybody to be missing CS under tower when they're not contested, right? And you will outscale him eventually anyway, right? Eventually, what's going to happen is he's going to have to come back to lane and actually play into you. And then you just do the things that I was doing in lane anyway, right? But from here, the lane's pretty much over. My team is winning pretty hard. The Singed has had to vacate lane and he has gotten himself killed trying to proxy. And from here, I just walk around with my team and help them get objectives until we manage to end the game. So from here, I'll just give a bit of a montage of the rest of the game, just some of the highlights, and I'll check in with you guys towards the end of the game to recap on what I went through. Alright guys, from here, me and my team are able to just run down mid with 2 of the enemy team dead and look to end the game. So let's do a quick recap. At level 1, I kited around Singed's poison while looking for any grasp autos I could get. D-Shield and Second Wind healed me up in case I got touched by his poison at any point. I was patient even when the wave was pushing away from me and continued taking short trades into him. I didn't try to force too hard, but continued to wait him out, looking for him to make mistakes, even when I could possibly punish him under tower, knowing that a fling or a root would be the end of my lane and cost me the lane entirely. I had a chance to dive him early, but chose to avoid it and instead back since I had enough gold for my Sheen, and I decided to go for the more consistent play that would yield the best results over a long time. Eventually, feeling the pressure of me leaving lane, Singed tried to fast push and got killed for his trouble. And then through consistent short trading, I was able to get another kill onto the Singed to completely close the lane out. So guys, you can see that the Singed matchup is a fairly simple one. Just be patient through your play, looking for short grasp trades and looking to pin him to his tower by being aggressive enough to punish whenever he walks up. Even if you don't get a kill, you'll be ahead in CS and tower plates and be able to help your jungler or mid laner before Singed can roam. I hope you guys really enjoyed and you learned a lot from this, and I hope you guys can use it to win your own games. Peace.
Precision is the difference between a butcher and a surgeon.